I'm back. Oh, I'm back. Oh my god. I'm back. And I'm itchy, so just like give me a second. Give me a sec. Oh my god, that feels so much better. Oh yeah. Oh. I need a good friend that will basically just scratch my back whenever I need them to scratch my back and knows exactly where to scratch it. The problem is that none of these people exist. Because whenever I've had a friend that wanted to scratch my back for me, they never do it with the right pressure or with the right location. And it's nice that they do it for me, though, but it's still kind of like, yeah, just, you can never have it be perfect. I know it's fine. I should just not complain. But, yeah. There's like isn't there like a shirt you can get that basically has like a grid system, and you point on your shirt on where on your back you would like to be scratched or something, and it's like that sounds like an awesome thing, but then it would require them to be like looking at the front and the back and the front and then the back, and I don't know. I should just get like a proper back scratcher, one that isn't like telescopic and stuff, like I can do it myself. Just Anyway, complaining about back scratches. Let me catch you up to speed on what's been happening. My computer crashed. Well, it didn't crash. My computer, the one that I'm streaming from right now, while I was away, died because the power source. I think I already mentioned this. Let me re-explain. Basically, what happens is that the power brick that is connected to the wires that connect to the computer to basically power the computer, so it's not just using battery power. The power brick fell from the chair that it was standing on, and then basically it blew all the power to the house when I was house sitting, and that meant I couldn't do anything because the computer was without power. This computer is a beefy boy. It requires a big power block, right? It's unique. It's really annoying, and you can't actually get a replacement for it. You have to spend $80 just getting the replacement power cord and power brick for it. So there. And it broke just from falling off of a chair because it's a big power brick. Like I said, completely blew all of the power. It blew the fuse to the house that I was house sitting. So no more live streams. Those of you that have been on my Discord, you will know this because I have been able to use my phone still. So yeah, I did have access to my my computer, my portable, my laptop bag. Oh my god. Words. Why bad now today? Tonight. I had access to my now yawning. Oh my god. I had access to my backpack laptop because my backpack, I always carry a laptop in my backpack, and it's essentially just for looking up stuff for reference whenever I'm drawing something or occasionally writing something, or occasionally just doing scripts and stuff. It's not really like a big of a powerful computer. It's essentially sometimes I use it just for a TV, It's very versatile. It's very cool. My buddy from Newcastle gave it to me, and it's like it's really handy, especially if you don't have chargers for your mobile devices, because it has USB plugs in it, and that's good because those are the only things I could find to actually plug in to my phone to charge it up, which was painfully slow. But it did the trick. Leave the laptop on overnight and it charges up the phone. And the phone is usually good for the rest of the day, so that's good. Otherwise, I just had TV, which was cool because the TV was actually pretty good. My mother has like all of the on-demand services, apart from a couple. Oh my god! Stop! It's just because I'm talking. I haven't talked for a little while. But that actually made my eyes sting. That yawn made my eyes sting. Why is this a disaster tonight? Why? Why me? I know. Let me get my tissue. I am going to talk about more interesting things. I'm just catching people up to speed whilst we're waiting for the list to populate. The chat room to populate a little bit. I've got the dust guard for my new thing that I've got to show you guys. Ew. It has a dust guard. Oh my god. That's not even the eye that was stinging, but it began stinging the second I held the tissue. Right, so yeah, I was well entertained while I was there. I did some other work while I was there, some other busy work. Oh my god, I'm gonna be blind now. That's great. Nope, this eye's back. This eye's back. And of course, I looked after the cat, and I tried to have a little walk around and stuff. It was pretty fun, It was pretty fun. Didn't do as much artwork as I thought I was gonna do while I was there. Didn't do any of my project that I wanted to do. Didn't manage to get to that. Kind of a bit pissed off about that, to be honest. But didn't manage to edit anything to completion. Oh my god, no, that's gonna be a problem. Whoa! Whoa! Okay. So my eye decided to be incredibly painful just then. Whew, yeah. Okay. I'm good. That kind of threw. I've experienced extreme pain a couple of times in my life, and like it kind of like completely throws you off. I've completely forgotten what I was talking about. Right. Can I please just dab the painful stinginess out of my eye? Just dab. Just dab. Don't dig like I did dig before. Dab. Dab, dab, dab. That was more of a smear, wasn't it? I seem to have done it something. Wow. Yes. I'm not saying that was extreme pain. It was just that, whenever I experience a spike in the pain, it kind of completely throws my brain off. Yeah, I think I was talking about, I was responding to what Don said about the artwork. Yeah, I didn't manage to do anything done. It was just anything that I wanted to get done, I didn't actually manage to get done, professional work wise. I guess I did get some relaxing done, but it was completely involuntarily on account of I was kind of forced to relax after a little while. I think I already mentioned this in my last live stream. It's hard to remember what I talked about in my last live stream, because it was so long ago for me. It was about a week ago or something. I don't know. But yeah. Wow. God, stop it. Stop getting distracted. It was like a week ago. Yeah. Just I basically I broke the toenail off of one of my toes, off of my big toe, so I couldn't actually wear shoes, so I couldn't actually go for my walks, so I was forced to relax on the sofa or just stand in the living room and basically try to relax because my foot hurt so much because it didn't have a toenail on it anymore and it was bleeding sometimes. That was super fun. That was super fun. It's gotten better now. I can put my shoe on, but I'm frightened about moving my foot in my shoe in case I actually accidentally touch the very sensitive exposed area. Oh, it's so uncool. But yeah, I was also forced to spend money while I was away, and I actually had to spend money getting a new thing, which I'm kind of pleased at. But the problem was that I was going to get this new thing when my office was renewed. However, I was forced to get it early, and I in fact got the wrong one. But yeah, I think I can show this on camera without. Thing is, it's got a very long cable that I've very carefully put underneath the desk. Oh no, it's all out. Basically, I got myself a new keyboard, and it's super shiny and nice. Ooh. Plus, also, it does lighty up things. Which is kind of cool. And yes, I wanted a backlit keyboard, but I don't know if you've already spotted the error that I made. The error that I made is that I got this and I completely failed to remember. I failed to register the fact that the actual buttons don't light up. The actual symbols on the buttons don't light up, which is what I wanted, which is what I was searching for, which is helpful. Yeah, the backlighting is not helpful at all. In fact, it stops you from actually seeing the buttons in the dark. Hate self. Because this wasn't cheap, it wasn't expensive. It wasn't super expensive. It wasn't cheap though, and yeah. Also, I thought it was a wireless one that you could basically you could have it plugged in and charge it, or you could have it plugged in. But this seems to be only a plugged in one. There we go. I like this. I like this mode. This mode is nicer. I'm not going to do it in case it fucks with when you push random buttons. It does the ripple effect, and it's really cool. Anyway, got a new keyboard, and it has a dust cover as well, which is really good. It's really good in here because, well, you know, I live in the middle of the countryside, and of course I keep complaining about the dust. You guys know, but it has a dust cover on it, which is neat. But now I've got to find a place to put this, which is really not cool because, well, it keeps being in the way. Anyway, got a new thing. But that means I have to spend money. I hate having to spend money when I don't have any money. That's like my number one annoying thing right now. You know, I was going to say pet peeve, but then I was like, no, that's not a pet peeve. That's a genuine annoying thing. You know. Anyway, it does make me happy. It's very relaxing seeing when you push buttons and they kind of ripples along the thing. It's cute. But yeah, I can actually like remove the keys. They are hot swappable keys or whatever. And I've got like a key puller and all that stuff. Problem with that is that I don't really want to because I like the color and I like the design of the keys. I'm just worried that it's going to screw something up, you know. Also, those are expensive too. Like nice key, you know, custom keys kind of are, yeah. But I could get some ones that you could actually see through to see the keys. Ironically, on both, yeah, on both of the laptops that are in my office, both of them, they actually have, I just realized this camera's a bit too high up. They both actually have light up keyboards, but I don't use the keyboards because they are too high up. So yeah, that's stupid. But yeah, the old keyboard. The reason why I had to get a new keyboard, by the way, is because this thing. Not only is this thing dead, I think, like it's run out of batteries, but also it's like I lost the plug-in for the wirelessness of this keyboard, and also it's kind of just broken a little bit. You know, it's supposed to be a waterproof keyboard, and yet you can't do the thing that it's designed for. You know, the reason why it's waterproof is so that you can actually clean it, which it definitely needs. Wow. I really hate that I showed that to you guys. That sucks so much. It's just it's been underneath my key thing for ages, and the dust that collects on it is so bad. Oh my god. But yeah, the reason is that you should be able to clean it, and also in case you spill a drink. And I've cleaned this thing like 3 or 4 times in its lifetime, and every single time it's not waterproof. It's splash resistant, but it's not waterproof. So I needed to get a new keyboard anyway, but the thing is that I was forced to because I lost the thing that connects to the computer whilst I was actually coming here. Whilst I was coming to my mother's house and packing up the laptop. And it just went underneath the desk, and I can never get it out from underneath the desk if it went underneath the desk. So I needed a new one anyway. Hey, Panda Fox. Anyway, it's so soothing. It's weirdly soothing. Just poking this button and watching the lights go bling. It's just so soothing. Anyway, okay. Back on track. Let me get back on track. So no monies. That's one of my problems. I said that I got a problem. I have, oh my god, it missed out the V. I've been trying to be not super. This keyboard is super sensitive as well. That's the other problem. So I've been trying desperately not to manhandle the keys too much. You know, that thing is actually really tough. The other thing is really, really tough, but it's like now dead. That thing lasted me a good like 5, 10, maybe 10 years. I don't know when I got that thing, but it's lasted quite a long time. But yeah, I did need I needed this keyboard. I needed this one. Yeah. You know when you put things in your Amazon, kind of like your Amazon basket, and then basically you have to get rid of the ones that you don't like. You know, you're looking for ones that you like, so you pick out a few, you put them in your basket so that you can sort through them. And I did that for this. I basically had like some in my wish list that I had saved from earlier stuff, and I looked for new keyboards. With this specific specification, they had to be wireless and or plug-in. None of this changing the batteries crap. I didn't care about so much about the spillage thing, since my glass is far enough away. It's all the way over here. My keyboard is all the way over here, so it's far enough away from any of the keyboards, and that I can never actually knock it over to actually like for it to affect anything. Also, my glass has evolved, and I'm using smaller glasses, so basically it's like it's not that big of a deal. Can't really knock them over anyway. If it does get knocked over, it'll fall on the floor anyway. And also I have to be able to see it in the dark, just in case the power gets glitchy again and I have to use the emergency lighting in here, which doesn't really cover the keyboard area, which is one of the problems I had with that thing. That thing, I can't really see it so much. So yeah. So yeah, I had to have all of these, all of these things. Plus, if possible, to have the backlight RGB effect. I wanted a full RGB keyboard because it's cool. It looks cool. Okay, it's a gadget. It looks cool. I like it. I would have liked that. So that's it. I wasn't so fussy about having a full-on, extra. I just pulled this out again. Having the extra bit of the keyboard. I wasn't so fussy about that anymore. I used to be really into having the keypad. I think that was because it worked for certain games and stuff, but I don't actually play those anymore. So kind of pointless. Plus both my laptops actually have a full keypad. Just by coincidence. Like, I didn't look for this in these laptops, but it used to be something that I used to look on for like my older laptops. But now these both just have them. They've almost become a semi-standard thing for proper laptops. See, with the cable, I have to fiddle with the fucking cable. It's normally because it just sits there. So yeah, I was not so worried about all of that stuff. I just wanted it. I wanted a solid keyboard that would last me a while, and that looks cool. And I got one. Like I said, I got the wrong one because when I added all of those to my list, only a couple of them had the specific all of those specifications that I wanted, and I was just kind of like idly kind of like deleting ones that I didn't like the look of or that were too expensive. And I picked this one. And then I just, added some Pokemon cards to my to my basket. And then I pushed enter, to get them, to get the items. I want to also add, just in case anybody's like waving the red flag of like red flag, he's got a problem. The reason why I add Pokemon cards to my order is because it needs a specific amount of money before the Amazon order is free delivery, and that's why. Not because I have an addiction to Pokemon cards, not because I'm addicted to shiny cardboard rectangles. It has nothing to do with that. That's just purely coincidental. And yeah, I didn't check all of the specifications again when I pushed enter. Okay. By the way, I just noticed just now the view counter. I know I shouldn't look at the sodding numbers of the views, whatever. But I just noticed the second I mentioned Pokemon cards, like the counter dropped from 5 people watching to 2. Okay. Which is rarely just 1, because basically it's me watching the playback. And yeah. Oh my god, you guys. Seriously, I just mentioned something, and I wasn't even going to talk about Pokemon cards this episode, this stream, you know. I might have talked about them later a little bit, but I wasn't going to talk about them a lot. It's not the main point of this. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Moving on. Doesn't matter. Yeah. So yeah, I accidentally got the one that I didn't really want. But it's fine, because it's still a nice keyboard. Panafox likes it, okay? I got secondary validation, okay? I can't stop pushing this button. I can change the color of the random. It really wants me to use red. It's got like a standard of red. But it just looks so kind of like basic bitchness, you know? Red is such an RGB kind of like basic bitch color, in my opinion. You know, there used to be, when RGB first came out, it was either red or blue that they just went with. You know, everything went with either red or blue, and for some reason the ones that didn't go red or blue tried to go edgy and went green or yellow, and that was it. That was all the colors that you were allowed. But now they've got like I can have any color. We shouldn't push that button too much. So that's kind of cool. It's like green right now. I'm not going to hold it back up on the screen, but I can change the color of the Ripley effect. Have it blue, even though that particular blue kind of hurts my eyes a little bit. So yeah, got a new thing. Kind of happy and unhappy about it. If anybody knows where I can get I'm not going to do it again. I'm not going to hold it up onto the screen again. If anybody knows where I can get the same colors of the keys but see-through for cheapish, if anybody knows where I can get those keycaps, then that would be great, because like I would be okay with swapping them out for those keys. And yeah, it's just a little bit annoying and disappointing for me. Just for me. Like, I bought something that I did want, but it's wrong. It's a typical. Anyway, okay. So while I was there, really, another thing. It's the eye. It's the yawning, and now it's the cat hair removal. Since I've been home, I've only been home like for a few hours, by the way. I've got everything plugged in and set up and everything. I had a quick rest, you know. I unpacked stuff, you know. I plugged everything in here, and I've only been home for a few hours. But ever since I've been home, my system's been trying to clear out cat hair and stuff. I keep getting a random rash on my wrist and stuff from where the cat rubbed up against me and stuff. It's like my body is trying to just eject all of the cat bullshit that has been absorbed by my body for the week and a half that I was at my mother's. Anyway, while I was there, yeah, I didn't have the chance to do much. However, on the second from last day, the second from last day that I was alone in the house before before my mother showed up. I keep calling them my parents. It's my mother and Steve. Steve's my mother's fiance. It's my mother and Steve. So it's like before my mother at my mother's place. Before anybody showed up, I basically had the house to myself, and I wanted to film the videos, and I managed to film them all of them, just back to back, just setting up, and then kind of like filming, and then like clearing the stuff that I just filmed away, and then basically like getting everything out, setting up, doing those videos, clearing it away. Yeah, I kept doing that basically for 3 or 4 videos, basically. There's a private video that was sent to somebody already, but I did film also 3 videos that are going to be publicly released. Oh my god. Maybe a cat hair was actually in my eye. Maybe that's what it was. Anyway, yeah, filmed these videos. Got them all, basically got them all sorted. So I'm okay. I want to say the squishing video. I hit myself. I actually slapped myself because I was so fucking stupid. Oh my god, sorry. It is really ridiculous. Panafox, you're gonna I'm trying to figure out a way to basically like sell this story to you guys without actually like revealing the thing at the beginning of the story. Although I might have just let it out. I'm just gonna tell it anyway, and you might figure out it out early. Okay, so here's a series of events. So, for like a week while I was in my mother's house, doing all of the chores, letting the cat in and out of the screen door, making sure that it doesn't get caught in the, the slider of the big glass door and stuff, the big heavy glass door that I actually managed to basically accidentally just not squish the cat, but just close it enough to basically not kill the cat. It's just like I met a bit of a resistance. I didn't kill the cat, but I thought that I fucked it up somehow. Although when I turned around, the cat was completely fine. She didn't give a shit about that. She was kind of looking at me like what? I was like, I thought I just killed you in the door. Are you okay? She was fine. But after like doing all the chores and basically like cleaning the kitchen and like opening the big glass door for the fucking cat and basically like clean the bathroom, it's just like clean the windows, lots of cleaning at my mother's place, and just looking after the house and stuff, doing some light gardening, etc. Like after doing all that, whilst I was doing that, I was trying to figure out a way to actually get the squishing video done, the squishing part of the leather video that I was planning to do. And I hadn't done it for all of the time that I was fucking there, and it was like, I was a week in, and I figured out that I basically like I could get the squishing effect, even though I didn't bring one of my big plastic sheets, which is basically just a glorified version of this, you know. So I could basically just push my tummy onto it to make it look like I'm squishing something with my tummy. And I was just like, I've got one of these big plastic sheets that I can do this with, and this is what I was planning to do here, but I never actually got around to filming it because I was busy. So I figured that I could actually take one of the glass panels out of one of the picture frames that my mother had on the walls, because she has lots of artwork and stuff, basically like all around the house. And I actually did this for one of the picture frames. I found a picture frame that could easily be taken, apart, so that I can actually get the glass out of it, and basically like tested it and everything, making sure that it was like clean enough for the glass and everything. And I was still very, very worried about it. I was still very, very worried about it. And I was just like, it was just like, how much pressure can it take? Am I going to break it? Am I going to ruin a frame? What's the best way of doing it? And then basically, as I was setting up, I was basically getting the leather stuff out to actually film this, and just hope for the best. Hopefully I won't destroy this picture frame. And then the cat wanted to go out again, and I basically opened the big glass door, and the cat went out, and then I closed the glass door, and then I walked back to the picture frame that was, to all of the pictures, all of the parts were just strewn out on the table. And then basically I turned around and I was looking at the cat outside of the glass door, the huge pane of glass door, the glass door. So I'm waiting for somebody in the chat to be like, oh, oh my god, dude, oh my god. let me just go over this again, Panda folks. If you were there, I would have fucking slapped you. Lightly. I would have done it lightly. It wouldn't have hurt. It just would have woken you up a little bit. So for the past week, I've been eyeing up picture frames and looking at something that can basically like withstand the pressure that I would put onto it when I'm squishing something through glass. So I needed a thick piece of glass, or plexiglass. I don't care. Just something that basically would be able to do this effect that I wanted. For a whole week I've been planning doing this, and then I'm actually doing it that day, and it didn't occur to me to do anything else but this, because I was planning this out for how I'm going to prop up the piece of glass so that it's not obvious that it's a piece of glass, before I actually do it and everything. And for a whole week I've been letting the cat in and out with this huge piece of very strong double layered glass that can't really break. Oh my god. By the way, just to really like really punch myself in the face. All the entrances to my mother's house, except for one, are glass doors. Just so annoying. I know this isn't how lots of people's brains work. I get it, right? And I understand this is not how people's brains work normally. This is a very unique to me thing. But it's almost like my subconscious knew about this the whole fucking time. Because, like, the way my brain operates is that, like, my conscious thought is like is a big stage, essentially, in the shape of an Intrepid class starship's bridge. So the bridge from Voyager, basically, and it's populated by a bunch of basically me's, you know, or at least different aspects of me's. You know, they don't necessarily look like me because I don't usually stare at myself for long periods of time to study my own face, but they're essentially me, just populated in this bridge. And at the ops section, the operations section of the, you know, at that specific console of my brain, every time basically I open the door to let in the cat and out, you know, let in or out the cat, basically they were saying glass door very, very slowly and very loudly. And yes, when I was about to film this, it happened exactly like that in my head. The way I just described it, it happened like that in my head. You know, everybody else in my brain ship was planning exactly how I was going to do this video, but the guy at the ops station was like, don't forget about the glass door with the cat behind it. You know, the glass door. You have to turn around, look at the glass door, look at the cat. So like my subconscious was fucking there the whole time, warning me that you don't have to do all of this shit with the picture frame. You don't have to meticulously mark where the picture frame is on the wall, take off the picture frame. You don't have to do all of this stuff because of the fucking glass door. Like I said, I slapped my face. I slapped my own face. I was just like, dumb. So dumb. Oh my god. When is she back? Oh my god. Oh, sorry. So yeah, I had that whole epiphany, and oh, hello. Tiny spider. Tiny spider. Could you just get off my hand? So yeah, I had this epiphany, did the whole video, and then I did the glass door thing, and it turned out pretty good, apart from the annoying reflection. I made the room, in order to get rid of a lot of reflections, I covered the chair that the phone stood on. I used this phone, and you know, I did the tilt trick and everything. I'm trying not to tilt it so much because I do need a new phone and I can't afford one. So I'm trying not to damage it too much by overusing the tilt thing. Yeah, but I tilted it so that it was basically not flush with the door, so that I could actually like minimize that reflection. I made the room incredibly dark so that it wouldn't reflect through the glass and stuff. Oh, it would have been cool if I tilted it if I tilted it to the glass. Fuck. Anyway, it's been breaking for the past year, for the past couple of years. It's been breaking. It's just been slowly breaking for the past couple of years. I have mentioned it, Don. Just being very delicate with it because it's like now getting to the stage where like it's pixels are dying on the screen and everything. It's a thing. Anyway, yeah, I made sure that the reflections didn't show up or anything like that. And then when it came to actually filming it, I noticed when I was watching the playback, and you guys probably saw on the screenshots because I took a couple of screenshots and I posted on Discord. You might have seen on the screenshots that it's oh my god, that you can actually see a little version of what you're watching, you know, of the big image. There's a tiny version on the lower part of my tummy, and that's the camera. I thought I'd gotten it all lined up and all clear, but nope. It's not a crack. It's actually an air bubble that's underneath. It's just an air bubble because when it folds, the one of the layers of plastic that the screen is made up of has a big air bubble there now. It only happens on some of the models of this. Well, some of the versions of this phone. It's like it's a 1 in a million defect. You know, I only know one other person that this has happened to. So great. Anyway, apart from that, the phone's fine. The screen would be great and everything. But yeah, I would still be using it. But it's just that I don't use it as much because of that. It's breaking down slowly. So yeah. Like I'm gonna replace it with another foldable phone. I'm actually gonna get a fold instead of a flip. This is a flip phone that bends. I can just show you guys. See, look, it's not actually like it all works and stuff. You can't really see that air bubble underneath it, but when the screen turns off, see, it's just the air gap in it. It gets underneath the plastic, and then there's a line there, and I have to squeeze the air out of it, otherwise it makes a big bubble. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, if you, I took precautions to make sure that you could that the outside was way lighter than the inside, so that basically it would minimize reflections, and yet you can still see the TV, and also you can see the phone itself in those pictures, and that's a real shame because I tried so hard, but I know what to do next time. I guess if I'm going to attempt this again, I got the footage. Okay. I'm a bit concerned that one of the houses does actually overlook my mother's garden, which I did this video, and like I'm a little bit concerned that they saw me in just my leather hat and my leather harness and my leather gloves, bouncing my tummy on the glass door, basically humping the glass door. So yeah, the sliding door. But not super much, you know. I'm not super concerned about that. I thought I heard something. I thought I heard like somebody shift in their back garden or something. So there is a point, if you look at the raw footage, you can actually see me basically stop, look around, and then get back to it, you know. But yeah. Anyway, I filmed that video. I filmed the padding video, which I thought came out pretty good. At least the stills came out pretty good. I'm not so super sure about the paddingness of it, but I did I did really enjoy that. That felt really good. It wasn't as irritating as I thought it would be. Essentially, it's the duvet cover that's wrapped up. It's the duvet and the duvet cover wrapped up, rolled up, and then put around my tummy, and then basically the shirt was put on top of it, and then the pants were put on top of it, and it was super easy. And I don't understand why that was super easy, and yet I nearly passed out trying to do this with three big pillows when I was here. I think it was because I was basically sumo squatting for like 20 minutes straight, trying to get everything in the pants and stuff. It was like, oh, trying to get the costume on was hard. Whereas this was basically like I just did the sumo squat for like a couple minutes, you know, because the duvet is actually a lot squishier, it's a lot more movable than the pillows, I guess. I don't know. But no, I did the padding video and I did the Dorky Dad video, and like I said, I set up and I did all of that stuff within a day for those 3 videos, and the private video, and yeah, it was all sorted. So I did do something. I did accomplish something, so that was good. Now I have 5 viewers according to my 4 viewers now. Pokemon cards. It didn't go down. It didn't go down. Anyway, I got I purchased myself a special treat, and I think I already told you guys about this, but does anybody remember the gold Burger King Pokemon cards that you could get apparently in the year 1999? 1999, 25 years ago. I had 2. No, I actually I had 1. I had 2 versions of it. I gave one of them away. Can't remember why I gave one of them away, but you know, I was 12, so not the smartest thing I could have done. And my brother took it. They were both Poliwhirls, and my brother essentially over the years eventually took and he took my actual Poliwhirl card, but I had the Pokeball, and I ended up destroying the Pokeball because I was actually trying to use the Pokeball as actually like almost like a Pokeball, you know, because it was a really cool. These Pokeballs themselves were really cool. They were spring loaded, so you could actually poke the button and they would actually open, like by themselves, open. But they were kind of cool. So, but they had like a plastic stand that was built into the base of them. So I broke off the plastic stands and actually used it as an actual Pokeball, and they looked really cool. Okay, like I didn't have the Poliwhirl card anymore because my brother took it and then lost it. He lost or did something with. He had a Charizard card, a gold-plated Charizard card, and a gold-plated Poliwhirl card because that was my my Poliwhirl card. And yeah, I found them on eBay and I wanted them back just to complete my collection. You know, whenever my cards actually go up on display, these two cards, because I got two of them, these two gold-plated Pokemon cards are going to be on top of my Pokemon card collection. You know, so I got some of those as well. I also bought myself some Pokemon cards as well, because I'm trying to collect one of every Pokemon. So yeah. This is why this is called I Have a Problem. I think I actually do have a weird problem with Pokemon cards. Like, it's not super dire just yet, you know, but I am finding excuses to get more Pokemon cards, more than I thought I would. You know, I keep finding an excuse to basically buy something from Amazon just so that I can complete the order by getting the free delivery. But yeah. Oh, actually, I can actually show you guys, I think. I think I can go in the house and show you guys. Would you mind just waiting for just a couple of minutes while I go get it? I think it's safe to bring them in here. It's actually, we're in the middle of another storm in the UK. Yes, another one. We're an island, okay? We're going to get lots of storms, especially this time of year. But yeah, do you guys mind waiting for a couple of secs? I got to take in the my empty Pepsi Max bowl as well. One of them arrived basically, and I'm gonna go show it off anyway. Ugh. You guys wait here. There you go. Stay. 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 They actually need cleaning because they've been in a thrift shop. But look how grubby that is, though. It's actually really dirty on the inside as well. But 25 years, not bad. Pikachu. I got a Pikachu and a Poliwhirl because I wanted my old Poliwhirl back. But also I collect I collect Pikachu cards. And they didn't have a Growlithe. But yeah. Everything is really grubby. He's a grubby and scratched up, but this was actually fairly cheap. For what it is, it's fairly cheap. I need to find a way to clean everything. But yeah, while I was away, my Pikachu card came in the post. So yeah, Pikachu, gold plated card in the Pokeball and everything. Like I said, I'm gonna have to find a way to actually clean the Pokeball because it's very grubby, very grubby, and it's been on display at some point. It's been on display for quite a long time. Also, there was a sticker attached to it, so yeah, I'm guessing this thrift shop or this this store that it came from was going out of business, and they put everything on eBay because they wanted to sell them on eBay. But this is what I mean. When I was a kid, I had this Pokeball, and I wanted to use it as an actual Pokeball kind of like prop, like thing. But as you may have guessed or may have seen already, it's got feet. I snapped those off with a pair of pliers. I just snapped these off and used it as a Pokeball. So yeah, I just like that this is actually like a working model. Once it's cleaned up and everything, once I got the other one and it's cleaned up and everything, it's gonna go like next to the other one, and then I'm like on like a cabinet thing. So yeah, that's not gonna do it. It's so cool, you guys. Honestly, I remember the exact location in which I got my one. I was 11, not 12. I was 11. It was at a Burger King in a service station off of the is it the A12 or the A1? I think it's the A1. No, it's the M1 to Manchester. And I know exactly which service station. I don't think it's there anymore. I don't think that service station is there anymore. But yeah. There was a Burger King and I got it from there. I got 2 Burger King Happy Meals just because I wanted 2 different cards. I wanted 2 different Pokeballs and 2 different cards. And they were both Poliwhirl. And my brother got Charizard. So yeah, it's a nostalgia trip. I know, okay. But it's so cool. In my opinion, it's so cool. Okay, in my opinion, it's fucking awesome. So yeah, I can add gold-plated Pikachu Pokemon card to my Pokemon card collection, to my Pikachu collection. I think I've got like more than 12 Pikachus. No, I've got more than that. I've got about 18 Pikachus, including this one. So yeah. Like I said, I'm going to have to find a way to gently clean all of this because it just is so... It's so disgusting feeling and looking. I feel like I have to wash my hands every time I touch it. It's that old of a plastic. Like it's actually showing some wear and tear. Like it's been in the sun for too long at some stage. It's just like, yeah. But hey, 25 years, dude. 25 years. Yeah, it just stands up. I like it. I think it's cool. I don't care why. I don't care if nobody's saying anything. It's cool to me. Okay, it's cool to me. So yeah, the Poliwhirl is on its way, but the Pikachu one, it's because they're from 2 different sellers. I had to go on eBay to get them. I think you can get them from Amazon, but they all look dodgy. The ones from Amazon all look dodgy and are really expensive. So I got them. I got it from eBay instead, and I'm happy with the outcome. Like I said, it looks a bit grubby. It looks like they were afraid to clean it in case they damaged it, and I get that because I'm afraid to clean it in case I damage it. But yeah, because it's gold plated as well. The card itself is gold plated. So, like, I could see why nobody actually cleaned that in case they rubbed off some of the gold somehow. It actually feels like really heavy as well, the actual card. So, yeah. Anyway, got to put that somewhere safe in my office so that I remember to take it back in the house. That is safe there. So that came. So that's my Christmas and my own birthday present to me. And that's it. I'm not allowed to buy anything for a while, unless I actually need something. Actually need something. Need. Then I might treat myself to some more Pokemon cards. But that's it. Like, gonna try not to poke that too much. Anyway, that's it, you guys. That's a whole news. That's what I've been up to and what I've been doing and all that stuff. Yeah. Over the next few days, I will be editing. Unless we get an actual like power disturbance and stuff from the storm, I'm going to be Panafox. Well, actually, anybody that's watching, why weren't you more excited? Why weren't you more excited about the Pokemon, about the Pokeball? It's so cool. Over the next few days, I'm going to be editing. I'm basically going to be editing, and I'm actually going to be doing the suggestions that people have made on my Discord to those pieces of artwork. I'm going to be just worky work, just mostly worky work, you know. So much worky work. With my chill time, now I'm going to worky work. Stop yawning! Stop it! Busy, got to make some money, so yay. Yeah, I don't know if anybody else has noticed also that the ticker has been scrolling by, and that is for the LiveTubs Weekly that is going to happen. So the next live streams that I'm going to be doing, they're either going to be editing live streams, music selection editing live streams, or they're going to be planning or LiveTubs Weeklies for planning for the next set of videos that are going to come out after I've edited all of these. So yeah. Oh, and anybody that's watching me on playback, that's from my Just for Fans, because I know that happens because they tell me on Just for Fans. The reason why I haven't been uploading anything to Just for Fans is because it didn't work. Just for Fans just didn't work while I was in my mother's house. I don't know if it was an issue with the firewall or if it was an actual issue with the actual internet, you know, being slow or something. But I just could not upload it. It sometimes wouldn't load Just for Fans at all. Just the web page. It would basically be only accessible every 3 or 4 days. And even then, I couldn't do much besides just upload the content that's already been, publish the content. It's already been uploaded to my Just for Fans. So I don't know what happened there. I'm sorry about that. When I came home, I uploaded 2 videos from the archive. I published 2 videos from the archive on Just for Fans, and I gave a brief explanation. Hopefully that's like settled anybody's worrying feelings. Next time I go away, I will actually schedule some videos to upload at a certain time, because you can do that on Just for Fans, like on YouTube. You can schedule like when a video is going to be published and stuff. So yeah, so don't worry, I'm back now. The daily uploads will be happening, and yeah, my suggestion box is still open, so that's all good. Yeah. So I'm just trying to think if there's anything else that I should have mentioned. I think I'm good. I think I'm good. Oh, just a very side note to somebody very specifically. Chris, you cannot have my Mew Pokemon card. If you give me something of value that is good enough for the crappy Mew Pokemon card that I've got, it's exactly like the one that you want, but it's in a little bit less of a good condition. If you have enough value for that, then you can have that card. But you can't just have it. It's not how trading Pokemon cards works. You know that, right? Somebody on my Discord has been bugging me. Chris has been bugging me about my Mew Pokemon card. It's okay, he understands. Oh my god. And like I said, it's somebody on the Discord. It's somebody on my Discord server. I don't think they actually watch my. I think they watch at least a couple, sometimes, of these. But yeah, I've already told him many times on Discord that he can't just have it. You have to have something of value to trade Pokemon. He said, "Why don't you trade with me?" And it's like, it's not trading. That isn't trading. That is me giving it to you, and you haven't given me anything. You haven't offered anything of value, because you haven't offered anything. By the way, that Mew Pokemon card, that super flashy one that's different, that I uploaded like today, only today, and I've already been getting moanings about that card from him. That card is worth like not an inconsiderable amount of money. See, I say that, and then I just checked the thing. This one on this website, it says it's worth £32.88. It's gone down in value again. But yeah, it's that one. I should get it graded because it's actually pretty good. It's pretty good condition. But I've got two of those cards. I've got two of these cards in particular, and it's pretty cool. But the thing is that it's like I've got one that's in very good condition. It's like one corner is slightly degraded a little bit, just one corner, one tiny bit of it, slightly kind of like just slightly puffed up, not really peeling, but it's puffed up in the corner. And the other one It's got like it's got delaminated edges and stuff. It's not the best quality. It's still good quality. It's just not the best quality. You know, it's not better than the one that I've got in my permanent collection, basically. So yeah, I've got 2 of those. Do I actually have it listed as I've got 2? Yeah, I've got 2 of those. But yeah, that card is the one that he's interested in and wants sharp about. I'm actually going to check my Discord to see if he's poked me again about it. Nope. Oh, by the way, if you get booted from my Discord, it's because you aren't following the rules. So I just also I didn't have a message from him, but I got a message from somebody else that was like, "Why have I been booted from Discord again?" It's like, maybe you should just, you know, say something in the bouncer chat. Anything. Say anything. Say words. Just poke the keyboard. Just do something, you know. But they don't. And they're like, "You're just being mean." It's like, no, it's just the rules. So... Okay. By the way, this website, this app doesn't actually have the gold-plated Pokemon cards on it. You'd think they'd have it, but they don't. Well, that's neat. My Gengar is up by so much that it's now the it's worth, whoa, it's worth $200. Neato. I'm not just gonna talk about Pokemon cards. I'm not gonna do that. I said I wasn't gonna do it, and I only did it for a little bit. I only did it for a little bit. I think that is everything, because I'm gonna have to get a drink. My stupid yeah. I have to get a drink. Anyway, I told you guys what's going to be happening over the next, like, probably couple of weeks. I am definitely going to get this editing done. I am super motivated because I'm sick of basically these things being on my hard drives forever. I do not want some bullshit to happen to my external hard drives, which means that I can't actually, like, do anything with this footage that I've recorded over Christmas. That's how long, like, some of these videos have been building up for. There's like 10 videos at least, you know, from the ones before Christmas, the ones I filmed at my mother's place, and the special ones that I had saved up. It was like, yeah, these all have to be uploaded at some point. So yeah. Yeah. Okay, we're good. We are good. I still feel like I'm missing something. I'm gonna just, like, try to save it for the day after tomorrow. That's when I'll probably be back on stream. If there are any more delays or anything that that is going to, like, prevent me from streaming, check out the Discord server. I am going to be posting updates there because, like I just said, we have, well, I said a minute ago, we have another storm that's currently hitting the UK. I can't remember what it's called, but we have another storm that's currently hitting the UK, and this can sometimes interrupt, like, you know, the power to my office. And if that happens, then, you know, it's not like I can't do anything, but it means that I can't really edit because, like, it just is just impossible to edit when I don't have a mouse. I have the trackpad. It's impossible to edit when I don't have the computer because this thing is good for like an hour when editing, but editing actually uses a lot of power. So even though it's got emergency backup power, it only lasts for like an hour if I'm doing something that's energy, energy sucking. And editing, it's a big suck. It's a big suck for the computer, so I can't do that. So yeah. Okay, I think we're good now. That might have been it. I'll just warn Discord if some bullshit's going to happen, is what I'm trying to say. Okay, yeah. Yeah. I know I shouldn't do this because it might screw me in the future, but I am completely open and free for commissions, by the way. Like, nobody's like demanding anything from me besides the couple of videos that I've already done for people and have already just directly sent to them. So yeah, I'm gonna toot. That was not quiet. Anyway, belly wubs and scratch and belly salute. Oh, I was going to talk to you guys about the TV because I have opinions on the TV that I've been watching. Because I've been watching a bunch of TV. Yeah, I'll just do it real quick right now. I've been watching Doctor Who. I've been watching the classic Doctor Who. Because I wanted to watch the new Doctor Who and to see if it was like the new Doctor Who, to see if it was any good. Because I've heard shitty things about it, which is true. It is kind of shitty. But also, I've never seen the classic Doctor Who. I've read stories about what happens in the original Doctor Who's, but I've never actually like watched any of the episodes. I've just read the synopses basically of the episodes, and I regret watching that much classic Doctor Who, except for like 2 episodes of the old classic Doctor Who, and also oh my god, Sylvester McCoy, I think his name is Sylvester McCoy's Doctor Who, and Ace. I can't remember her name, and I've actually met her. She was super nice. She was super nice. She did a bunch of posing as a Starfleet captain on the fake set of one of the starships that we had at the sci-fi convention, and she would rock being a Starfleet captain. She totally has the energy, just like the actress, but the woman who plays Ace in classic Doctor Who is super cool. But yeah, anyway, that combination, those two, like, really good. I wish that they had more of a series. They seem to only have like 1 season, 1.5 seasons of classic Doctor Who, and then they were over, and it kind of sucks that was all we got. Anyway, right, guys. Yeah, I will see you guys not tomorrow, but the next day. New Who is rubbish. New Who is just rubbish. Sorry, New Who is just rubbish. Apart from the David Tennant stuff is pretty good still. Jodie Whittaker is really good, but she had nothing to work with. Like the storylines that she got was just so shitty. And the new guy is actually fun, but he's a bit too fun. I can't really take him seriously. He's too upbeat and happy and fun about everything that's happening around him. even when some really serious shit is happening, he seems to be excited about it too much. Don't like it. Don't like that. Don't like it when people do that. David Tennant had the funny and the excited bit mixed in with the seriousness, whereas this guy, I can't take him seriously. He's basically just he seems like he's just a big joke the entire time, and it pisses me off a little bit. Plus, everything's way too colourful and annoying. And I'm gonna go. I'll end up just talking about Doctor Who. I don't want to talk about Doctor Who. It's just I'm not even that invested in Doctor Who. This wound me up so much. And I can't believe this, but my phone, even though it's just decided it's been on for the entire time I've been streaming, it's just decided to turn off TV mode when I was about to push play on it again after I end this fucking live stream. God damn it. Now I have to unlock the thing and orientate it the right way, and I'm gonna go. Toodles! I tried to wink and it just didn't work.